Hey fam, I want you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications.
Speaking of Republicans, Eugene, showing their behinds, you all listened to what my discussion was with Representative Plaskett. Meadows.
Oh, Meadows full of shit. But I'm gonna say Meadows and Jordan are two monsters of the same head. You know, Meadows, almost coming to tears, after, going back over the last, half decade or so, playing the racist birtherism trope. I mean, Jim Jordan, Meadows and Jordan is what you get when you have extremely gerrymandered districts. There's no reason Jim Jordan should be a current sitting member of Congress after the Ohio State scandal that came out last year, in which, he did far worse than Joe Paterno did at Penn State and is now a sitting member of Congress.
But do you believe that, I mean, some did understand, some didn't understand that because of the rules of decorum for the committee and for
I mean, it literally says in the House
rules
you can't call another member a racist.
And I did not think that she did. She said that it was a racist act. She didn't say that he was a racist. And to me, she shouldn't have had to backtrack the way that she did. But it's just as Representative Plaskett said, the person who has been offended is the one who always ends up having to make the apology.
Indeed.
But what I also noticed, have you guys noticed, like, the pass that Lynne Patton is getting? You can't just be carted out and paraded against your will. I mean, she took part in this.
They properly planned it. I mean,
scam.
She tweeted it out earlier that morning, and there, some chat in the conservative Twitter sphere about why she was going to be there. I mean, she willingly, happily did it. I mean, this is a role, but if you understand Lynne Patton, this is a role that Lynne has played. For the last 3 or so years, Lynne has always been one of the go-to folk that becomes, even before the pre-existing of Katrina Pierce in the Trump world, Lynne was the go-to person of, hey, I'm Donald's black friend, I'm going to cape for Donald. Before, she'll do it, then Omarosa would do it, and Omarosa came back and say, hey, he actually is a racist. But, Lynne is now, the go-to still, hey, I've known Donald for X amount of years, I've known the family for X amount of years. But, Michael Cohen made an amazing point. He said, ask her, how many black executives there are in the entire Trump organization across the world. And that answer and that number is absolutely zero.
Right.
Even when she worked for them, she wasn't an exec.
They were busy talking over him while he was trying to give that offer of proof. Joe, how long are we going to have to deal with this I have black friends defense to racism?
How old is this country? I mean, it's a standard trope. It's getting more and more tired, and I think people are kind of realizing that it's not going to work that much longer anymore. But part of the problem is that there was a Pew study that was out maybe a month and a half ago that upwards of 75% of all white Americans do not have another friend of a different race. So in that dynamic, you have people who are scraping and trying to prove that they aren't racist because they don't think they are. But the fact that they live their lives kind of proves otherwise. And the mere fact that it's still a thing indicates that we're going to have a long way to go before it isn't.
Right. The silos are real, though, CJ, for everyone, because you can talk to white people and find many that don't have black friends. You can talk to black people who do not associate with people who are not black, but not just aren't black. They don't associate with people outside of their religion. They don't associate with people outside of their neighborhoods. But there's a difference between refusing to associate and being a racist. And I've been seeing so much going back and forth on Twitter where people who are in power in majority want to call black people racist. And I keep trying to explain to them that that's no possible.
Well, I think when you have such a rapid response piece through online platforms, I think you can go to the extremes. And I think at the end of the day, I don't think everybody is racist. And I think people have some issues, but doesn't mean that they are a racist.
Right.
And I think we're using that term racist so frequently now that I think when there's a true incident, I don't think people are going to be so numb when it comes to racists like Jussie Smollett.
Right, and being a racist means that you are in a position of power and you utilize your view of your own race as superior to another in order to take action against the non-privileged class. So
But the other
for whoever didn't know what racism was, I got to move on. But for whoever didn't know, like the next time you get called a racist, check them on it.
You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.